Hey, what's up? It's Dice here.
Oh,
Yo, what's good?
guys, give me 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes. What's up, Elijah? Good to meet you. I've seen you and going around in the Slack channels of
What's
Trace.
up, man? How are you?
Doing good.
That's good.
What's up, man? Sorry, Faiz, this was so last minute. But
Oh, you're fine.
cool. How's everyone's day today?
Pretty good. It's foggy outside, but it's
Where
all
are you
good.
based, Elijah?
Huh?
Where are you based?
I'm at Washington State, man.
Washington. All right. I'm from the Netherlands. Same out here. Same of the weather.
Oh, nice.
Same in the UK, bro. We got UK, we got Netherlands, we got Washington in here. So that's pretty cool. So I think it's going to be us today, us three, because I know you wanted to see how I created content through Airtable. So I thought I'd help you guys out, start a little meeting, and then this might go on my Instagram later. So I hope you guys are fine with that, just so everyone,
no
my
worries.
audience can learn.
Cool. No problem.
I'm pull up my Airtable too.
Nice. So we're ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Nice. So the way I do it, just getting straight into it, I'll have Airtable here, and what I do is I create an empty table, and let's just call this. How do you guys post content? Like, where do you post content?
I usually post on TikTok and Facebook. That's pretty much it.
Guys?
YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, so let's do Facebook.
Yeah.
Example, and then it's gonna seem weird at first if you haven't used Airtable before.
Yeah.
But because I used to use Asana, but then that has that you have like to sign up for a trial, and then after the trial you can't use it. So I thought Airtable was pretty similar. So I just named this Facebook, and then here you have different views. This one, when it asks you this, I just put whatever. I just put a date because to be honest, I don't know what this means. But here you can have a grid view, you can have a form view. Today we're going to look at the calendar view. And the way I structure it is, so it's Saturday today. We'll see a plus sign, and then let's say you have a content idea. Let's say on Facebook, you wanted to do a Q&A post for a group. So I will do, what did I have yesterday? Let's just take this example. It was about entrepreneurs who used to be unfocused and scatterbrained. What did you do to fix this? So you have your idea, and my workflow is I have my content idea. I put it in like a cell, I guess you'd call it. And then there we go. Let's plan for today. Let's say I was going to do more of a case study post, like a longer form post. I'll have the title. So how I went from X to Y in 12 months, a case study post or story post. I like to label what kind of post it is so I don't get confused with story. And then this is where I write my body copy. Okay. And if I wanted to include an image, we have attachments here, but I don't really use this. So I can attach a photo from my computer. But yeah, it's really simple. It's super simple. Just get Airtable. And I have a calendar for each sort of outlet. So I have one for Instagram. Right here, you see all this piece of content. And some days have 2 posts in it, some might have 3, but it's super simple. I think I said like 80% of how it works basically. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Super simple. This one's for personal. Yeah, go ahead.
How would you go? So I'm working in a team with 2 other people, and for example, one person would create a YouTube video, and then I would create a newsletter out of that, and someone else would create a Facebook post out of that. Do you think there's any way to create automations or shared calendars where these things can work together?
I would ask I'd ask Ben Green, because he uses Airtable. He makes content about Airtable. I haven't got into automations yet. I look to do that in the future, but I just haven't gone that deep yet. But let's say you had you wanted to use like YouTube content and then have Facebook and then include some of that content in a newsletter. I would make multiple calendars. So just click here and then and then label it like newsletter or YouTube. And as in terms of team members, I mean, let's have a look how we can do it. I think you can invite people to a board, an Airtable board.
Yeah, I think pretty sure you can. Yeah, there. If you press share, there's like workspace in it.
There we go. So workspace sharing. You can invite them by email or send them a link, and then they can basically chime in on your content. So that's pretty much how I do it. And the reason I chose Airtable was just, I don't know, man. I like the layout. I just like the layout of it.
Yeah, it's
Compared to,
simple
like, notes.
too. It looks nice. Do you have like the way that you do your when you make the content, right? Like you type it up, it's tough. And then do you have like a category that you can like make sure that okay, these are all my story posts and like to categorize them? Or
Yeah, so what I want to start doing again is using categories. Now I'll show you what I mean. So we'll take my Instagram calendar. I use the categories in this status. So I have, let's say this post was it was about a mindset shift. I'd label it mindset shift or Instagram, or maybe a story post. Maybe you can have like how to, or let's just label it entrepreneurship. And then if I go in the Kanban board, because I think that's how you make categories. So if you use a Kanban board, like if you use Trello before, that's what a Kanban is. Tick that, and then you have all these different categories, and it carries on into different views. So I can rename this. Like story post, for example. This one would be value post.
oh, that's pretty dope.
Study.
Yeah.
Case study. You can change the color of this. This is uncategorized. So if you're just starting a post, put it there. And then I go back to calendar, and I can actually, oh, wait a minute. There we go. I can actually change that to, let's say I want to do Q&A. You stack Q and A. I hope this is making sense. Just let me know if nothing's tracking for you guys.
So why do you want to do this, Cameron? So now you can change.
Yeah, okay. So you can change the status, and then it's easier to know what kind of post.
Can you just drag it on Kanban?
Sorry?
Can you just drag it over there? Like if you go to the Kanban and then like let's say how I went from X to Y and then drag it to like store. Okay.
Perfect.
Boom.
Yep.
And now the entrepreneur post shows up underneath the Q&A thing as well.
Exactly.
Boom.
And then I can write my body copy here. This is where I write my body copy. I prefer typing over just using it on the phone, although they do have an app as well.
And you're doing YouTube as well, right?
I used to be consistent on YouTube, but yeah,
So-
I did YouTube.
You have a, do you have a, for example, in the description, usually you post the same stuff, but sometimes that just slightly differentiates what you post in the description and what tags you use. Where do you keep that template? Or where would you keep that template? And then these templates here.
I mean, for the captions, the description.
Sorry about that.
The descriptions you were talking about.
I think for YouTube, there's a part in YouTube, or you know how like when you're uploading the video, there's like a part like before you upload it, there's like in the creator studio, there's a way to like create your template for the description. But I know what you mean when you have to change it and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I guess what you could do is this. I use the Kanban, the Kanban layout for YouTube,
Yeah.
because this is what I do, right? I put all my content ideas here in the queue, and then let's say I was going to film a YouTube video. I would drag some of them over here, and then in scripting, and then I'd start making notes on this sort of rough script. Here, this is where you can. Oh yeah. So I'll show you how I can do the captions as well in the description. So there's a column here, template. So if you wanted the description template, you can just write one here. Or tags, and I have all your tags here. So when you need them, you go to the templates column and you copy paste or change what you need to change. But this is what I used to do. I'd have my ideas in the queue, I'd move it from the queue to scripting, I'd film, and then I'd drag it to filming. I'd film the video. Once I finished filming it, I'd drag it into editing. So these you're going to have to rename them. Drag it into editing. Once it was done editing, I put all my keywords and such, and it was uploaded. It's in the completed file. So
Okay,
does that make sense?
Yeah, fucking awesome, bro. This is fucking
Appreciate it.
awesome. Can you share this template with us, and we can just copy paste it?
Yeah, sure. I'll see how I can do that. I'm by no means I'm not a wizard in Airtable. I like the simplicity of it, and I like the layout, and it's just something I've been used to for a while, and I'm just showing you guys what I do. So if you need more help on Airtable, I definitely ask Ben in CB, because he's a wizard at that. Like he does YouTube videos about it. He'll talk about automations. He'll talk about inviting members. Yeah. So if you need more help, just ask him. But I hope this was helpful. Is there anything more you guys want to see? Like, for example, this is a calendar for group posts. This one's a calendar for my personal profile. This one's for Instagram, although I like it like that. And then YouTube, I just like the Kanban view, because then I can just, it's very systematic. You go from queue to scripting to filming.
Is there like a way to do like an overview view for all of them or not?
For all of them.
Like an overview view for like YouTube, Facebook and stuff. Like let's say your pretty much your main desk, dashboard and stuff like that.
Let's have a look. I'm not sure, Elijah. I'm gonna be honest.
You're fine.
Describe what you were thinking though. So what, just like a bird's eye view over every
Yeah, I
calendar?
was thinking like, let's say, okay, I've posted all my stuff on TikTok and I'm like, all right, is there anything left that I forgot? And then so in the overview board, I can just see all of the completed tasks that I've done so far for the day?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I'll keep an eye out if I see something like that.
Can you show us how it looks on the grid view?
Yeah, sure. Let's do YouTube. So grid view there. So if you prefer, everyone has preferences. So if you prefer the grid view, like you have your name here, you have the notes, any attachments. So if you want to include an image or a video file, include it in here. You have your status, so you know how far it is along the pipeline, and then
ideas, notes, attachment, and status will show up if you click on the individual thing as well, right? So if you're, for example, in calendar, you click on the thing, then
yeah, it will show up.
These things will show up, and if you would add more here, so in the top bar next to name, notes, attachment, etc., if you would add, for example, edits or to do.
Yeah, it should show up. It should show up in the other.
This is the
other
craziest
views.
organizing software I've ever come across.
Really?
Yeah, I used to use Asana. Now I'm very efficient with Notion, but this is another level.
Yeah, I tried Notion for a bit. Like, how are you finding Notion though? I heard it's people's holy grail for organization.
Yeah.
No.
I've been
No.
trying Notion, man. It confuses me. I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't, if you're using it, it's not really seamless. So sometimes you want to do like, you want to do something and then it doesn't work. The way you click or the way you select things and then change them into headings or copy pasting things from or into Notion, that doesn't work ideal. But the good thing I think about Airtable is it's super functional, and Notion is more for note taking. So you can write all kinds of SOPs down in Notion. It's amazing for SOPs or company structures or like general one-time things. You build a Notion, and then you can build these kind of things in Notion, but then it's like you are a half-baked coder trying to make his software in the wrong language.
Exactly. I feel like that's more for coders, I can't lie. And one more thing as well, if you have like content ideas, let's say I made a content idea, let's say I was going to do it today, and then I end up writing it, and I'm like, I don't really like it, so I'm not going to post it today. Well, just put your throwaway ideas on the side here. I have a bunch of throwaway ideas, but one day I could just revisit this. If I'm really struggling for content, I'll pick any one of these, maybe tweak it. So once I do like the way it reads, the way it writes, then I'll drag it onto, let's say I want to post it for Monday. There, and I can change what it is. So let's say it's a value post or an entrepreneurship post. Do my caption or a copy, and then it's ready to go. And if you have the app as well, it will sync to it, so you don't have to post it from the laptop. Yeah. So yeah, hope that makes sense, guys. Hope this is
100%. This is nice.
So what if you would be doing, because this is the main bottleneck, what if you would be doing a Facebook OMA strategy, posting in a bunch of different groups? How do you have the schedule for, because you create one post and then you're gonna reuse it for like 7 to 15 different groups?
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good question, guys. So I used to be in that same box as well. This is what I did. There's two ways you can go about it, which I've tried. So in groups, what I would do, I don't know why this is looking funny. It should be, there we go. So I would make the fields the name of the Facebook groups that you're posting in. So yeah, exactly. So these when I used to be in ecom, I'd put ClickFunnels or ecom dropshipping or this group and that group, etc. So when I'm in calendar view, I'll do the post. And then it will say which, okay, this is what this one didn't say, but let's say I was going to post it in ClickFunnels. Then what I would do, Control A, copy. Let's say for Wednesday, I wanted to post that in another group. Copy paste. And then I'd label it under this group. And then you just repeat that. Let's say you sit down on a Saturday or whenever you make content in bulk, you sit down and you just do this copy paste strategy. So you write out your copy, you copy it over the whole week, just label it under different groups, and then that's your OMA post sorted out.
Yeah, I think this one would be nice with Kanban, like for groups and stuff.
Yeah, probably better. Because look here, it's so much easier to just have a look.
Can you just like duplicate it? Like, is there a way to like say duplicate and then just move like the post?
Yeah, you just do that.
Yeah.
Duplicate record. It's
and
here.
Drag it.
And then drag it onto here. That's right. So that's 2 posts now, one in different group.
So let's check this comment. So what I would probably do, just to walk you through my idea and see if you can improve it, is all the way on the left, I would put like all the posts that we create that we're going to distribute. And then maybe once you create it once in the general, maybe you can make an automation that it duplicates for one time in every status bar. Do you think that's possible?
Whoa, we could definitely work something out like that. So like, you mean put it here in uncategorized, and then once you make it, it just copy paste it for all the groups you're in, right?
Yeah, and then you probably need some kind of schedule that it makes sense per day, so that you know for each day what thing to post.
You know which day did you say?
Yeah, because you have one post on Monday, you throw it in ClickFunnels. On Tuesday, you throw it in Shopify.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to automate it, but yeah, that seems like a good idea. So it like, from what I'm getting, do the post here, automatically copy paste, like makes copies for each status condition or label. And then what you can do here, so there's a date field as well. So you can actually schedule by date and time if you want to be really exact. Every single every single piece of content has this date field, so it should be pretty easy. I don't know, man. that's getting into like really technical stuff, and I want to get into that, but right now I just keep it simple. I get it, you guys are ahead of me. Like when I have a team, this will definitely come in handy. But yeah, sort of the way I do it.
Thanks so much, Ro. This is amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I think I'm gonna for sure try to like make my own for this. It's because I've been trying to use some like Google Sheets to like just drop down like ideas and stuff, but like the way it's structured, it kind of overlaps and stuff.
And what else are you using Airtable for?
Pretty much this, really, just content. It's good to have like one place where you keep everything. So for me, it's Airtable. Sometimes if I come up with content ideas while I'm in the cafe, I'll write it down on notes, and then later on I'll put that in Airtable. So it's 95% Airtable, 5% is like notes or Google Docs even. but I mainly just try and keep it all in Airtable.
Do you batch create these and then eventually throughout the week, once you have an idea, you just go here?
Do I batch create these
Yeah,
and then
like usually like, or is it usually like just when you have an idea, you put it in here?
yeah, so when I have, oh, okay, I think I know what you mean. So on Saturday, this is what I used to do. On Saturday
Yeah,
would be my content creation day. I wouldn't be doing any outreach, wouldn't be doing any messaging, although I can't do that because I'm doing 75 hard business edition. So that's something I have to reincorporate. But what I used to do is batch create on a Saturday. Then
yeah,
my whole week would be set with content. But let's say I had an idea that came up on my, and I was just in the cafe with my phone. I'd put it in notes, and then when I get home, I'd move whatever was on the notes into, I'd create a new field or a new record and then copy paste it on here. Were you asking like, do you batch create content and don't change it, or if you have any ideas, do you make any changes?
I thought, yeah, no, it's just like, I feel like I've been seeing a couple of people like, I've just been looking out to like create more efficiently for content creation and stuff. Like, yeah, that's what I've been hearing too, like batch create at weekends. So throughout the week, you can just like schedule the post and stuff.
Yeah, and you don't have to stress
Yeah,
making content as well, because that takes a lot of brain power. Well, it depends on the post you're making. Like a Q&A post won't take a lot of brain power, but if you're writing a case study, that takes a bit more
Yeah.
brain power, it takes more time. There's an opportunity cost that could have gone into like prospecting.
yeah,
or,
that's
let's say,
true.
DMs. So that's why I'm a fan of batch creation. So yeah.
But yeah, man, appreciate this. I think I know what to do now and how to use this though, like Airtable.
Sweet.
Oh, do you also use this for or is it just strictly content calendar for like the Canva tracker and stuff like that?
The what
The
tracker?
Canva tracker, and then like what was the other one we use? Canva tracker, and then for like the stats for like your
Oh, okay.
the flywheel stuff or not?
Oh, yeah. This okay. Are you doing 75 hard thighs? Are you in
Nope.
that? It's like no.
I haven't,
I'm
but
in the stack, but
I'm supposed to reset this Monday. I just been like some stuff been moving, like personal stuff, like that's why
Yeah.
I haven't been able to start it. Because I wanted to go straight into it after I finished the regular 75 hard, but
Yeah.
I wasn't able to.
Man. Oh, you guys are. So none of you are doing it.
No, I'm definitely gonna do it. It's just I'm
Yeah.
gonna be late at the party. I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna be the
don't
same
worry about
thing.
it.
Last time I did 75 hard, I think I was like 14 days behind like everybody, and
Yeah.
then
I done
Yeah,
it
this one's
1.5 years ago. I think I left off at around day 59, day 60.
yeah.
I was doing the official 75 hard with 2 workouts per day, and at one point, yeah, runs became walks, and I was out of workouts. And then COVID hit, the gyms closed. 2 times running per day, or running and cycling, or running and swimming, became
Yeah.
super difficult also, and I gotten some injuries from it. So
Oh, really?
if you're doing 2 workouts a day, definitely be super careful with injuries, because that will stop the whole program, and then you don't hit your
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, this one's slightly different. This is Jeremy calls
Yeah,
it a business edition. So it's
I
less
think it's
focused
not bad.
about, yeah, this is more like sending 30 friend requests a day, sending 20 messages a day, post 3 pieces of content per day. Only 1 workout, so that's probably better for your body, but it has to be 45 minutes minimum. And this is what I'm doing during this whole process. So I'll have Airtable for content, and I don't know if you guys have been given this organic appointment setting sheet. If you don't have it, ask Dylan. But it's super helpful because then it goes in conjunction with the content. So if this loads, come on. Boom. That. Prospects upon prospects. I'll just go back and forth with these all day. And then I used to do content tracking as well. I probably should, I can't lie. Because here you can track how many likes your post gets, how many comments, what the headline was. And there's
Definitely contracting is pretty dope because you could see like per month, like the improvement. But I kind of changed mine a little bit. I made it a top because I want to see like everything. And then I just put like a holder at like, I don't know which dashboard, and then it just scrolls through.
Yeah. So I should probably get back to like really getting nitty gritty with it, like tracking how many likes it gets, how much engagement it gets, because then you can pivot from there. Let the numbers decide what kind of content is working for you guys. Because what might work for me might not work for guys, might not work for Elijah. Story posts might work better for someone else. So it's really important that you track your own numbers and don't really look what's next to you and copy paste. That makes sense.
So how does Convo Tracker looks?
Convo Tracker. Yeah, sure. So I'll put the date. I need to scroll all the way down. Yeah, it's pretty simple. So let's say I had to make 20 conversations a day. So I'll put the date in, and I'm in the UK. This is probably looks funny to you, the date. So
not to me. We 21st of January, right?
Yeah, we have the day and then the month. So if you put the date in, put the name of the person, then there's a drop down list of where you have. Is it where you had the conversation? Yeah, platform.
Yeah.
Dylan made the template for this, so just go and ask him for it. So there, say I found him through Facebook. We started the convo. Here is the stage in the pipeline they're in. So I just messaged him, and then let's say he replies back, and then we're getting a little conversation going. Change that to nurtured, and this tab will tell you what brought them. So let's say let's say John Doe came from a personal post on your profile, right? He sent a friend request, he liked one of your personal posts. Now you have him in the Convo Tracker. And then this last one is if you need to follow up with them. So you just put the date and when you should follow up. I'll show you an example. This guy was on a call with him yesterday. Found him through Facebook. He booked an appointment. Came through a personal post. Didn't have the money. So then I said, we should book a follow-up call next month just to see how you're tracking, how things are going. And I put the date and when the follow-up call will be. And here, one last thing. The data here goes into here. So it will tell you like percentage of, I don't know why that's a 0. Percentage of like link set out of all your leads, how many has booked the call, how many you've closed, and it will say where they came from.
You said
I need to update this.
Yeah, nobody is on answered or no answer.
I think this this updates when, I don't know, because some of these you can just fill in, and some of these they're calculations.
So in the drop down where it says message or nurturing on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just click one of the drop downs.
Nurturing, link sent to the calendar.
So it doesn't say if someone answered.
It's probably not interested, but I don't know. I'd have to ask Dylan.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way to connect your message. If you can connect your messenger, but I think it's be complicated too. I think this one you gotta do
Oh.
manually.
Like a Zapier kind of thing.
Yeah,
That would be pretty insane. I don't know how to do that. That would be insane.
I'm pretty sure Airtable you can, but I'm not sure how.
Mm.
I think you gotta ask Ben for it. Ben or what's his name? Shoot.
Dylan, Jeremy.
Sydney.
Oh, Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah, he showed me his Airtable. His is so detailed. It got like, I was like it's crazy, bro. That's why I was asking like the dashboard thing. He got like a whole dashboard for it. I'm like, oh my gosh. There's so much in it. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, just keep it simple, guys. Keep it,
Yeah.
personalize it to how you want to do it. Sydney's might be way more complicated than mine.
Yeah, he's just like
But this, I just like the layout. It's
everything.
easy.
I just want it simple too. That's why I'm
Mm.
gonna do it
Like,
that way. I'll stick with like you said, my Google Sheets for the content tracker, and then I'll use the content creation in my Airtable.
here you go. I just made one for TikTok. I honestly don't know what this means. Choose a date field. Create a date field to place records on the calendar. So I just put, I don't know, whatever. Create field. And there you go. That's a fresh calendar for you guys.
Yeah.
On TikTok. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, we're good, bro. I think I know. I want to start trying this out. Like,
100%. Could you share this on Slack, a copy of the template, or is that possible, you think, to make a copy?
I'll see what I can do. I don't know how to, but I'll see what I can do now.
Awesome.
I don't think
If anything, I'll send you the recording, or it'll be up on my on Instagram or Facebook, and you can rewatch this video.
Awesome. I gotta run, bro. Thanks so much for taking your time. I really appreciate it. And
appreciate you guys' time.
if there's anything I can do for you, just you know where to find me.
Of course, dude. What'd you do? Just quickly. So you guys.
I used to run an agency. I brought it to around 15K per month mark. Then I really got done with the e-com niche, like the people that are inside. And then I changed to helping e-learning platforms grow. So that's like any coach that already has a course, already established, or is doing 30, 40, 50K per month. Now I'm just focusing on one brand, which is Eric Elias Performance Program. And just bringing that to 100, 150K per month. That's my only focus. And then make a process out of it to help other brands as well with the same.
That's awesome.
dope.
All right. Thanks so much. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. And I like doing these calls.
Of course, man. Hope this is helpful. And thanks for your time, guys.
Cheers.
Hey, Matt.
Bye-bye.